Hello, and welcome to another chilling tale on our YouTube channel. Today, we bring you a spine-tingling story that will leave you gripping your seat in terror. If you enjoy our creepy content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the world of the terrifying, the thrilling, and the macabre with our story, the Sinister Strings. I've always had a knack for finding rare, antique items at garage sales and thrift stores. It was an obsession, really. The thrill of discovering something valuable and unique was too alluring to resist. One fateful day, I stumbled upon a set of 6 vintage dolls at a garage sale. Each doll was meticulously crafted, with hand-painted faces, delicate porcelain skin, and exquisite Victorian-era clothing. They were a true testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era, and I knew I had to have them. Excitedly, I brought the dolls home and displayed them on a dusty old bookshelf in our living room. They seemed to add a touch of elegance and sophistication to the otherwise mundane space. But little did I know, my fascination with these seemingly innocent dolls would soon turn into a living nightmare. At first, everything seemed normal, but one night, as I was drifting off to sleep, I heard the faint sound of giggling. I dismissed it as my imagination, but the giggling continued, growing louder and more sinister. Unable to ignore it any longer, I ventured downstairs to investigate. As I entered the living room, the giggling ceased. The dolls, now illuminated by the eerie glow of the moonlight, seemed to be watching me intently. I shook off the uneasy feeling and convinced myself that I was just tired and imagining things. The next morning, I brushed off the incident and went about my day, but as night fell, things took a more sinister turn. The giggling returned, accompanied by the sound of tiny footsteps running through the house. I desperately searched for the source of the noise, but each time I entered a room, the sounds would cease, only to resume once I left. My family began to notice the strange occurrences as well. Objects would move on their own, and we would sometimes catch a glimpse of the doll's eyes following us as we walked past. My husband and children were growing increasingly terrified, and I couldn't blame them. I, too, was beginning to fear for our safety. Days turned into weeks, and the torment continued. Sleep was a distant memory, and the once harmonious atmosphere in our home had been replaced by a palpable sense of dread. It became clear that the dolls were not ordinary antiques, but were instead possessed by malevolent spirits. Desperate for a solution, I sought the help of a local medium. She confirmed my suspicions about the dolls, explaining that they were once owned by a powerful witch who had imbued them with dark magic. The only way to break the curse was to burn the dolls and scatter their ashes to the wind. I wasted no time gathering the dolls and building a bonfire in our backyard. The flames roared to life, devouring the cursed figures. As the fire consumed the dolls, their porcelain faces contorted into expressions of pure hatred, and their high-pitched screams echoed throughout the night. Once the fire had reduced the dolls to ashes, I scattered them to the wind, feeling an immediate sense of relief. The atmosphere in our home returned to normal, and the terror we had experienced became a distant memory. And that, dear listeners, was the terrifying tale of the Sinister Strings. We hope you enjoyed this spine-chilling story. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more hair-raising tales that will keep you up at night. Remember, you never know what might be lurking in the shadows or hiding within seemingly innocent objects. So keep your eyes open and your wits about you. Until next time, sleep tight and don't let the sinister strings of haunted dolls pull you into their web of terror. Goodbye and sweet nightmares.